Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me today for the children's television show tier list. You've seen the fast food tier list, you've seen the Pokemon tier list, and now it's time to talk about something real. Alright? Today we're talking about children's television. Why? Why are we talking about children's television? Because kids' TV is the pinnacle of entertainment. You hear people say it all the time. Oh, well, that movie sucked, but it was made for kids. It wasn't meant for you. It wasn't meant to be made for adults. Yeah, well, guess what? Adults are going to watch it. You think the kids, they're just going to watch TV on their own? Who do you think's going to introduce them to all this? You know what I'm saying? Parents, this one's for you. I'm helping you out. I'm giving you the best of the best. So now you know which shows to avoid, which shows that you should watch. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, right? Every one of these kids shows has these stupid little jingles and songs that your kids are going to be screaming in the car over and over again, right? Backpack, 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 right? It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Every show has those little jingles. So you might as well choose a show where the songs have at least a nice melody. At least it's kind of nice to listen to, right? Here we go. Let's get started. All right. I think we're going to start off with good old Blue's Clues. There's a couple of reasons why I want to start with Blue's Clues. One of them is because I grew up with it. It's one of the first ones that I remember when I think of kids shows. And two, Blue's Clues is one of the first pioneers of this 3-act format. You've probably seen this before. Our characters get to their first obstacle, and then they use an item in their backpack or toolbox to solve the problem. Then they get to the second, use the second item, then they get to their third and last destination, and they use their final item, and the day is saved. Well, Blue's Clues was one of the first bad boys to do that with the 3 clues. And the best part was, you found them. And Steve couldn't find any clues. He was always asking us, where is it? It was like right behind him. I'm yelling at him. It's right there, Steve. You want to open your eyes a little bit? Want to just turn 45 degrees? He didn't listen. Steve never listened. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. Oh, look. It's a letter from our friends. It's always a letter from our friends, Steve. It's never not a letter from our friends. But I got to give props to Steve, man. Could you imagine doing this and talking to a camera? Which I'm doing right now. He's like, let's go over this way. And then he has to do this. Literally, and the green screen will, they'll do it for him. But could you imagine doing that? That's weird, man. Oh, and then Joe came along. Ugh. No, Joe was actually pretty cool. For those of you who don't know the real reason why Steve left, it was because he was balding. No joke. That's literally why he left, because he was going bald. And so then they had Joe, and honestly, it wasn't bad. Now, obviously, we all wanted Big Daddy Steve, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, he was past his time. He was, ready to move on. Joe did a good job. He did. I'm going to put Blue's Clues in the A tier. As much as I love it and want to put it in the S tier just because it's one of my personal favorites, I feel like the S tier is for the super, it's supreme. That's what that stands for. It's for the shows that went above and beyond. And Blue's Clues is great. It's amazing. It's perfect. That's why it has an A. But it didn't quite achieve it. It almost did, but didn't quite. You get the idea. Next, we're going to talk about the big kahuna herself, Dora the Explorer. Let me tell you something about Dora. If you went on the street and asked any random person, name a children's TV show, they'll be like, Dora the Explorer. It's probably the first TV show that you thought of in your head when you saw this video. The main thing about Dora was it focused a lot on Spanish. That was really cool. Now, not only are we learning about shapes and numbers, we're learning Spanish too. It was a really good idea. Spanish is a very common language, and it'd be good to have that under your belt. And of course, the music was amazing. Oh, goodness gracious. Are you kidding me? If there's a place you need to go, I'm the one you need to know. I'm the map. I'm the map, I'm the map. If there's a place you need to get, I can get you there, I bet. I'm the map. I'm the map, 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 I'm the map! He's just a little map, man. He's gonna get you where you need to go. And if he can't even do that, then what's he good for? Man, he only shows up once per episode. Meanwhile, Backpack gets to get 3 appearances. What's up with that? Swipe or no swiping? No swiping! There were a few things that kind of weirded me out about Dora. First of all, do you know how, okay, it's like you're playing a computer game. You know how when she's like, where do we go? And then like the arrow shows up and clicks it? What's up with that? Second of all, do you remember that 3-act structure I was talking about? Dora is one of the biggest players of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Every Dora episode is the same. Every single one. It's so formulaic. Ugh. I was getting a little tired of that. You know what I'm saying? At the end, I was like, I don't know about that. And because of that, Dora the Explorer, that's another thing. It doesn't even rhyme like Blue's Clues. It's Dora the Explorer. See, so because of that, you're going to get a B or a C. You know what? I'm going to have to go C. That's my gut feeling. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the fans out there. I know a lot of you grew up with Dora because she's like one of the biggest ones. I know. Okay, so next after Dora, actually, I want to talk about its spin-off series, if I can find it. Go, Diego, go! So for those of you who don't know, Diego was a character in Dora. He was Dora's cousin, and anytime he showed up, it got lit! Because animals! He had animals! Go, Diego, go was basically the same show as Dora the Explorer. Like, the format was exactly the same. It was just with Diego and more animals. That was it. You think because it's a spin-off of Dora and it like takes so much from it that it would like lessen it, but no, it's actually on par with Dora. It really is. So I'm gonna put Go Diego Go next to Dora at the C tier. Yeah. Now we got a lot here. So what do I wanna? Okay, Ni Hao Kai Lan. Oh my God. I'm talking about this because I just talked about Dora. We all knew that Ni Hao Kai Lan was a ripoff of Dora. We all knew it. It was literally the same show, but with just Chinese. And if you're gonna rip off something that shamelessly, like, I'm sorry, you know, okay, I'll say this. I was gonna put it in F tier, but it doesn't fail as a show. So I'm gonna do E. I'm gonna do E tier. Now I know what you're thinking, but Blake, it's Chinese. Aren't you Chinese? Yes, I am. You think I care? Let me tell you something about speaking Mandarin, okay? It's hard. Little kids should learn Spanish because that's easier to get into than Mandarin. The reason why Mandarin is so hard to get into is because it has 4 tones. Ah, 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 ah. And you can say something like ma, ma. And those 2 words are different because of that tone. And that's why Chinese is hard to learn, even for adults. So why would you do it for kids? Okay, so while I'm already down here, let's go ahead and do something for F. So what show is absolutely atrocious? I know exactly which one I want to choose first. Doodlebops, going straight to F, okay? Doodlebops? Doodlebops. No, come here, look at me. Look, are you gonna come in here, and you're gonna pitch a show idea, and you're gonna tell me the name of that show is Doodlebops? Oh, God, look at this. You ready for this? Look at this. You see this? Do you see this? You tell me you look at this right now. You look at this. Do you see how atrocious this looks? Are you kidding me? Are you telling me that little children looked at this? This is the worst character design that I've ever seen. Blue, pink, and orange. Really? That's the ugliest color scheme I've ever seen. This looks awful. This is horrifying. I only watched a few episodes. They were bad. The songs that they played were bad. We're getting this off my TV screen because that is just too much. That is just not right. That is wrong. Okay, so now that we've established our baseline level of awful, let's go ahead and find out what's in S tier. What's the cream de la cream? Easily the first pick, Sesame Street. Classic. They got all the different wacky characters, all the different life lessons. You learn about shapes, you learn about colors, you learn about numbers, and you learn about letters. Without Sesame Street, all these other shows, they probably wouldn't exist. Okay, what's next? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the way the ones that I didn't actually watch as much. Franklin and Little Bear. I'm gonna put those together. The reason why is because I really don't remember much of those shows, but I do remember they're both about animals, and both of them had really nice animation. That's all I can really say about Little Bear and Franklin. But I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the C tier. Okay. So, another one I didn't watch as much is Bob the Builder, but Bob the Builder taught me how to water flowers. There was one episode where this lady's watering flowers, and the bulldozer's like, "You're missing the petals," and the lady's like, "No, silly, you're supposed to water the roots." And because of that, I now know how to water flowers. So C, Bob the Builder gets a C. You know what? I'm gonna give Bob the Builder a B, because it's Bob the Builder. I think he deserves a B. Dragon Tales. I actually don't have much to say about this one because I didn't watch a lot of it. But from what I did see, it was a lot of fun. It had dragons in it, and dragons are always cool. For me, it wasn't my thing. But I know a lot of people who love Dragon Tales. The theme song was lit. And of course, I wish with all my heart, dude. Everybody knows that. I'm going to put Dragon Tales in C. Lots of C's right now. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Now, here's the thing about Mr. Rogers. I've only seen very, very little of him. Very little bit. But from what I did see, it was a very calm show. It was very peaceful. I know it's iconic. I'm just going to give it an S, because I feel like if I give it any lower, people are going to lynch me. We're getting to be the halfway point, I believe. Let's see. Teletubbies. So Teletubbies, as you know, is a very weird show. So we're gonna give this, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give this its own little thing, right? So we're gonna actually put it in its own question mark tier right there, and then we'll leave it right there. You know what? Actually, we're gonna lock it safe. We're just gonna be safe about it. Alrighty. Let's get something in the D tier. So a D tier would be something that just passes. And I actually think I found the perfect show. Wonder Pets. Wonder Pets was a very strange show. I only watched it because my sister watched it. It was a little after my time. Yeah, it passes. You know what I'm saying? It passes. Okay, let's do Oswald. Oswald the Octopus. He's going in B for sure. Oswald was a pretty sweet show because it wasn't like very educational, you know what I'm saying? Instead, it was more like teaching life lessons. Oswald was just a really nice show. It was just really nice and cute. The character himself was adorable, and he has adorable little friends. He has this one penguin friend who's like kind of got an attitude. The only episode I remember is Oswald and his penguin friend went to the ice cream shop, and the penguin friend wanted to buy ice cream first. So he does, but then Oswald buys some, and it turns out Oswald is the 100th customer, so he gets like this free awesome sundae. And, you know, it taught the penguin guy to be patient or something. Alrighty. Let's talk about Barney. Oh, God. Apparently, I used to like the show when I was a little baby, but I'm putting it D. Put in D. Because he was just so dorky. He was just so, you know what I mean? Let's get Kipper down here. Kipper the Dog. Okay, this is going in S tier. No doubt. Kipper the Dog was this very quaint show that had like watercolor animation kind of thing, and it looked so nice, and it sounded so nice because all the characters had English accents. Kipper would be like, "Tiger, would you like to go and play today?" And it was like butter. It just melted in your ears. And it had that smooth ass theme song that went like,
they call him Kipper. Kipper the Dog. dog with the slipper, that's Kipper. Kipper the dog. By the way, that's a toad, not a frog. Now he can do this. Do you think that you could? And he can do that, which is more than any old cat could. And he's like a dog, like a dog, like a dog, like a dog, like Kipper. That's Kipper the dog. Now that's a frog.
Backyardigans. Oh yeah, we're gonna put Backyardigans in B because those voices. Oh my goodness, there's no sound more pure than a child singing because they're innocent and full of bliss. When you got 5 children singing together, harmonizing, oh my goodness. And Lazy Town is getting an A because my goodness, that gave us Robbie Rotten. I feel like I want to put it at S for the memes, but sometimes you gotta not meme it up. You know, sometimes you gotta be a little serious. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. This is going in F. I hated this show. I hated it. My sister watched it, and my goodness, the music was annoying, the animation was terrible, and it's followed the same 3-act formula that all the other shows followed. It was the 2 items and the mystery tool or whatever, and it was just not good. It was just not a fun time. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. You really want to be doing that? God. Little Bill. No. So, Little Bill was made by Bill Cosby. So what does that mean for the show? Does that diminish its quality? I don't think so. The lessons that are taught in this show aren't bad or anything. Like, it's still a nice show. I like the animation. I thought it was nice. I thought it was charming. I love the music. The music is very, very good in that show. Little Bill. Little Bill. Little Bill. Little Bill. Yo, Little Bill was a thug, though. He was just strolling along, and all of his friends were like, "Hey, Little Bill!" He like, "Yo, what up? We straight. I'm gonna put Little Bill. Look, despite Bill Cosby having a hand in it, it was a pretty good show. All right, and I would put it at B. I can feel it right now. I haven't even put out the video, but I can feel people's hatred. Really? You're gonna support somebody like he's roly-poly only. He's small and smart and round. Roly-poly, I'm gonna be putting this, I think at the C. Yeah. Now the thing with Roly-Poly-Oly is that the animation was like, it was 3D animation, and that was newer at the time. And I thought they did relatively well because a lot of 3D animated stuff looked scary and not good at all. But Roly-Poly-Oly did a pretty good job. The theme song is catchy. Caillou. Let me tell you something about Caillou, okay? Caillou is going in F tier. Easily. Caillou is a little brat. He doesn't deserve to live. Caillou is... I don't want to use foul language because this is all about children's TV, and I want to keep it clean. Oh, but all the bad words that you can think of, that's what he is. Have you seen this show? If you've seen this show, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. This kid needs to go down. The whole show is him whining and just being a whiner. And his parents are they just take it. They're just like those stereotypical white parents that are like, well, he wants his chicken salad, so we gotta give him chicken salad. It teaches no good lesson. It teaches your kid how to be a brat. All right? Don't watch Caillou at all. Parents, if you're watching this, don't let your kids watch Caillou. Oh, snap. We down to the final 5, baby. We're down to the final 5. Look what we got here. We got some supreme shit. All of these, I think all of these is probably going to go in S almost. All right, let's do Arthur. Oh, dude. Arthur? Oh. Dude, I'm not even gonna sing the theme song because I know you're about to look it up right now. Ziggy Marley? My only regret is that I didn't watch Arthur more as a kid. And so, you know what? Because of that, I'm gonna put it in A. Max and Ruby. Ruby and Max. This is a cute little show about two adorable little bunnies. And basically one of them, Max, is just a little troublemaker, isn't he? He's a little stinker, that Max. Every episode, he's trying to get into some sort of hijinks. And I love the way they animate his face when he's being all mischievous. Like, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do something. And he just says like one word the entire episode over and over again. All right, I'm gonna put this one, actually, I'm gonna put it in A. Because it doesn't really do anything that spectacular. But it is a very, very nice show. I highly recommend it. Oh my God, we're at the final 3. Folks, you better strap yourselves in because we are getting in to some very spicy material. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast! Are you telling me you got Maggie and the Ferocious Beast? That's the show, man. Talk about an S tier. My goodness. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. I barely remember anything about this show because they didn't play it very often. The only thing I do remember is how awesome it was. Beast was ferocious, but he had polka dots. That's a fashion statement, baby. Out of all of these shows that's on this screen that we've been talking about, you know which one has the best theme song?
Magic School Bus.
Surfing on the sound wave, swinging through the stars. Take your left, that's over testing. Take your second right, half miles on the Magic School Bus.
Easily S tier, no question, absolutely. Taught you about science and cool stuff. Like, I mean, come on. It's the do I really have to explain the Magic School Bus? And last but not least, out of the box. Out of the box. I always wondered how they got those little boxes to look so huge once they got inside. It's crazy. In this show, they made arts and crafts and all kinds of cool stuff like that. And the hosts were an Asian chick and a black guy. Diversity in the 90s. So why don't we have diversity like that anymore? What? We took a step back. What happened? And of course, we all love the intro song, but that outro song, though. So, you know, parents, share this video with all your other parent friends, so you guys know what to watch. Trust me, you're gonna thank me. Your kids are gonna be so smart from watching these shows. That's the end. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I said so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again.